Good afternoon. I want to welcome you to the 2022 University Awards Ceremony. It's so great to see so many of you here today with us. This ceremony is where we present Iowa State University's top awards to faculty and staff. Before we begin, I'd like to recognize Ryman Gardens for providing the beautiful flowers in today's ceremony. Our thanks to Jesse Liebengauth for creating these arrangements from fresh picked flowers out at the Ryman Gardens. So why don't we give them a round of applause? The awards presented today are a reflection of our belief that Iowa State University's greatest asset is our people. We have dedicated and caring faculty and staff who work hard every day to provide an exceptional experience for our students and advance excellence in our teaching, research, and extension programs. They are making a significant impact not only here on campus, but across our state, nation, and the world. I want to thank those of you who worked on the awards committee and had the difficult task of narrowing down the list of these very deserving nominees. Now, I would like to invite Senior Vice President and Provost Jonathan Wickert to the stage to assist me in presenting the first awards. As I call the name of the awardee, please come to the podium to receive your plaque and pause for a picture. We will begin with the presentation of distinguished professors. The title of Distinguished Professor is Iowa State University's highest academic honor. It is presented to a faculty member whose accomplishments in research and creative activities have had a significant impact on their discipline. This year, we have 5 awards to confer. Our first honoree is the Anson Marston Distinguished Professor in Engineering, Sri Sreetharan, Wilkinson Chair of Interdisciplinary Engineering and Assistant Dean in the College of Engineering. Dr. Sreetharan is a worldwide leader in the field of seismic design. His innovative research has led to safe and more resilient buildings, bridges, and other structures that stand up to tough environmental challenges. He has also established Iowa State as a leader in teaching and mentoring the next generation of seismic design engineers. Dr. Sreetharan's patents in using ultra-high performance concrete technology to build tall wind turbines have been shown to reduce the cost of electricity and will change the landscape of wind farms. As the nominator wrote, his outstanding accomplishments in improvements to national and international building and bridge standards are the ultimate testament to his impact in structural engineering. Congratulations, Dr. Sreetharan. Our second honoree is the Anson Marston Distinguished Professor in Engineering, Shiwen Wang, Professor of Mechanical Engineering. Dr. Wang has made pioneering accomplishments in micro and nanoscale thermal science. His groundbreaking work includes inventing 2 new electrothermal and spectroscopy measurement techniques and providing new insight into energy carrier structure correlation and nanoscale thermal probing. These discoveries have opened up never-before-seen possibilities in the design, characterization, and control of 1D and 2D micro and nanoscale materials used for integrated circuits, energy conversion, and advanced manufacturing. Dr. Wang's prominence in the discipline has been amplified by his authorship of the first and only book on the experimental characterization of micro and nanoscale thermophysical properties, his extensive service to journals and professional organizations, and his excellent teaching and mentorship. Congratulations, Dr. Wong. Our third honoree is the Charles F. Curtis Distinguished Professor in Agriculture and Life Sciences, Lance Baumgard, Jacobson Professor of Dairy Science. Dr. Baumgard specializes in nutritional and environmental physiology. His extraordinary contributions have created a new field of study within environmental physiology, which is fundamentally critical to the sustainability of agriculture and food production. As a nominator wrote, Dr. Baumgard is the reason why we have a better understanding of how climate change affects animal agriculture, and he is an essential thought leader in sustainability. He has written more than 195 publications and has been awarded more than $12 million in grants. In addition, he is incredibly engaged in training undergraduate and graduate students. Congratulations, Dr. Baumgard. Our fourth honoree is Distinguished Professor in Liberal Arts and Sciences, Diane Bassam, Professor of Genetics, Development, and Cell Biology. Dr. Bassam is a global leader in plant biology and a pioneer in the study of autophagy in plants. A nominator shared, she is one of the first scientists to confirm autophagy in plants, and as a result, she unveiled an entire field of study that will help offset the effects of climate change on plants. Since her groundbreaking discovery, she has continuously advanced the field, impacting other global challenges such as food security. Dr. Bassam's excellence further extends into her outstanding record of publications in top journals, her success in attracting high levels of grant support, and her transformational student mentoring. Congratulations, Dr. Bassam. Our fifth honoree is Distinguished Professor in Liberal Arts and Sciences, Douglas A. Gentile, Professor of Psychology. Dr. Gentile is renowned for his largely cited research of media effects on children and adolescents, especially the effects of media consumption and video gaming in relation to aggression, obesity, and addictive behavior. His work has been used to evaluate media rating systems, influence congressional testimony, help shape public policy, supported recognition of the nascent psychiatric diagnostic category of internet gaming disorder, and informed the World Health Organization's guidelines for improving the mental health of youth. His extensive outreach efforts have helped the general public understand the potential adverse and beneficial effects of media, the role of empathy, and the power of parents to help improve children's outcomes. Dr. Gentile, congratulations. I will now introduce our new university professors. The title University Professor is conferred on a faculty member who has Our second honoree is University Professor Elizabeth Lonergan, Professor of Animal Science. Dr. Lonergan's innovation has resulted in high-impact practices in student learning, unique study abroad opportunities, experiential learning, and one-of-a-kind integrated coursework. Her leadership and service in curriculum development and faculty efforts for continuous improvement in teaching extend the impact of her innovation. As the first advanced fellow in the Office of the Provost, Dr. Lonergan worked with colleges that did not have equity advisors to recruit faculty to serve in these positions, thereby improving the faculty climate in those colleges. Congratulations, Dr. Lonergan. Now I'd like to recognize our new Morrill professors. This award is named for Senator Justin Morrill of Vermont, the author of the Morrill Act that established the land-grant university system in the United States nearly 160 years ago. The Morrill Professorship is awarded to faculty members who excel in undergraduate or graduate teaching or extension and outreach programs. Our first honoree is Morrill Professor Steve Butler, the Barbara J. Jansen Professor of Mathematics. Dr. Butler has led an extensive overhaul of calculus delivery, resulting in more student support, consistency in instruction, and increased engagement. His online support and instructional videos have become a resource for students worldwide. He is known for teaching some of the most challenging courses while also making them some of the most enjoyable on campus. He has also managed to maintain a significant research profile and is recognized as a world expert on the mathematics of juggling. A nominator wrote, "Thank you for that response. I think that's appropriate." A nominator wrote, "Steve's greatest joy is the role he plays in helping students fulfill their potential." I think that Dr. Butler is the only professor I'm aware of that has had a student write almost what I'd consider a love song to him around Christmas time back in 2018. Was that when it was, Steve? Sometime around then. Still available for viewing. So congratulations, Dr. Butler. Our second honoree is Morrill Professor Amanda Fels Williams, Professor and Tyrone D. Arts, MD Chair for Teaching Excellence in Veterinary Pathology. Dr. Fels Williams' impact on veterinary students starts the day they arrive on campus and continues well into their professional careers. She introduces all first-year students to the foundations of pathology and coaches fourth-year students in necropsy rotations where they put everything they learned into practice. As the coordinator for the Department of Veterinary Pathology's anatomic residency program, she prepares study materials and monitors the progress of residents toward board certification. She says teaching is like gardening. You may not see the impact of your work for weeks, months, or even years, but when you do, it makes the role of an educator very fulfilling. Congratulations, Dr. Fels Williams. Our third honoree is Morrill Professor Kevin Shalinsky, Professor of Food Science and Human Nutrition. In addition to course development in his department for honors seminars, Dr. Shelinski has restructured existing courses to enhance student learning. He has received national and institutional awards for his influential and life-transforming mentoring for many students. A nominator praised his teaching efforts for having a high degree of consistent excellence across the undergraduate and graduate curriculum. Dr. Shelinski also maintains an active research program examining the role of diet in various chronic diseases, including cancer, diabetes, vascular disease, birth defects, and polycystic ovary syndrome. His research has received national recognition and is supported by the National Institutes of Health, the USDA, the American Diabetes Association, and the American Heart Association. Congratulations, Dr. Shelinski. Our fourth honoree is Morrill Professor Jonathan A. Sturm, Professor of Music and Theater. Dr. Sturm's teaching excellence manifests through every aspect of his work at Iowa State and abroad, from international master classes, national conferences, and the topics on which he publishes, to the success his students show in their lives after they graduate. Whether in front of a class in a violin lesson or before the ISU Faculty Senate, Dr. Sturm has left an impact that has transformed the lives of students, the music history curriculum, and open access publishing at Iowa State University. A nominator wrote, "His steadfast service to the university, dedication to learning, and commitment to the free dissemination of knowledge will benefit musicians, educators, scientists, and professionals well into the future." Congratulations, Dr. Sturm. At this time, I want to recognize the recipients of the Board of Regents Faculty Excellence and Staff Excellence Awards. These individuals will receive their certificates at a ceremony involving the Board of Regents at a later date, but we wanted to introduce them here today because these awards are also very significant. We will begin with the Regents Faculty Excellence Awards. This award recognizes a faculty member who is an outstanding university citizen through his or her service to the university or the state of Iowa. Our first honoree is Julie Dickerson, David C. Nicholas Professor of Electrical and Computer Engineering. Dr. Dickerson is leading interdisciplinary research and educational programs focused on the application of data science and engineering to bioinformatics. She helped create the Bioinformatics and Computational Biology graduate program and cross-disciplinary graduate courses in bioinformatics and predictive plant phenomics, also known as P3. The training of interdisciplinary P3 students was a precursor to Iowa State's national leadership in the area of digital agriculture. A nominator described Dr. Dickerson as an outstanding university citizen who is helping Iowa State achieve its vision for future generations. Congratulations, Dr. Dickerson. Our second honoree is Margaret LeWare, Associate Professor of English. In classrooms as well as committee rooms, Dr. LeWare has established a record of excellence. In particular, her efforts on behalf of the Center for Excellence in the Arts and Humanities, her service on the University Committee on Women, and her pioneering work with the Advanced Program. Her student-centered teaching at both undergraduate and graduate levels is highly praised by students and colleagues alike. A nominator wrote, "Dr. LeWare is in every way an exemplary servant leader, change agent, and citizen of Iowa State. Congratulations, Dr. LeWare." Our third honoree is Sergio Lentz, Martin Cole Professor of International Agricultural Economics. Dr. Lentz has enriched the learning experience for undergraduate and graduate students, conducted high-quality research in economics and agriculture, and provided service and mentorship within the university and the profession. He is the recipient of numerous awards reflecting his skills in teaching, research, and mentorship. A nominator wrote, "He is an exceptional colleague, an outstanding academic researcher, and an engaging teacher. Sergio is an outstanding university citizen in every sense of the term." Congratulations, Dr. Lentz. Our fourth honoree is Linda Neem, Professor of Apparel, Events, and Hospitality Management. Dr. Neem's leadership in the areas of retail, small business development, and entrepreneurship have established Iowa State University's impact on economic development statewide. She also played an integral role in the opening and curricular value of Innovate 1858, the student-operated retail store in the Student Innovation Center. A nominator wrote, "Dr. Neem has helped position the awesome department as a leader in entrepreneurship and retailing, not only at Iowa State University, but also globally." Congratulations, Dr. Neem. Our fifth honoree is Brett Sponseller, Associate Professor of Veterinary Microbiology and Preventive Medicine and Veterinary Clinical Services. Dr. Sponseller has distinguished himself in a number of areas, including establishing the Equine Medicine Service to provide expert care to ill horses, his role as an instructor in charge of veterinary virology, and his research and development of a novel assessment format called script concordance testing. This seeks to provide a robust, authentic, yet easily gradable measure of clinical reasoning. A nominator called him a devoted and innovative educator, seeking to go above and beyond. Congratulations, Dr. Sponseller. Next are the Regents Awards for Staff Excellence. These awards recognize staff members who are outstanding university citizens through their contributions and service to the university, community, and broader society. They must be members of the university staff for at least 5 years. Our first honoree is Monica Howard, Assistant Dean in the College of Veterinary Medicine. Dr. Howard manages multiple programs critical to student success, including tutoring, transfer admissions, returning students, and the first-year student seminar. Her nominator shared this story that demonstrates the power of Dr. Howard's impact. A student who was struggling with multiple personal and academic issues found her way to Dr. Howard's office, clearly in crisis. For well over an hour, Dr. Howard listened carefully, provided support, and then personally accompanied the student to the Teelan Health Center to get additional help. The student is doing so much better in her coursework and socially, and Dr. Howard continues to be someone she trusts and turns to. Dr. Howard, thank you for your good work and congratulations. Our second honoree is Wendy Stinsland, manager of the Veterinary Diagnostic Laboratory. Wendy has been putting science into practice since coming to serve at the VDL before the height of the pseudorabies virus eradication effort. Starting in serology, she went on to play a manager role in molecular as the application of PCR-based diagnostics began to come to scale en masse. She then went on to provide primary oversight of the VDL's role in the USDA's National Animal Health Lab Network. More recently, Wendy played a key role in the VDL's efforts to stand up and operationalize the COVID-19 testing service at Iowa State. And I'll just ad-lib here for a minute and say, truly, it was the VDL that helped the entire state get through the COVID outbreak, the COVID epidemic. Without the science at the VDL, the testing, the robotic testing, the reagents, our state could not have gotten through those first few months. So a very special thank you, Wendy. We're so proud of your efforts. I now ask Provost Wickert to present the University Teaching and Departmental Leadership Awards.
Well, good afternoon, and thank you, President Winterstein. The Iowa State University Award for Outstanding Achievement in Teaching will be presented to two honorees this year. And our first recipient is Dirk Deem, Teaching Professor of Political Science. Dr. Deem likely has helped more students succeed in law school than any other professor at Iowa State. His classroom rigor and expectations have contributed greatly to students' success. His background as an engineer, attorney, and professor enables him to engage students from multiple perspectives, and he gets students to read and write with precision, to come prepared for class, actively participate, and engage in their own learning. One student wrote, "He has been a foundational part of so many great experiences of mine, and for so many other students at Iowa State University." Congratulations, Professor Deem. Our next recipient is Philip Jones, Associate Professor of Electrical and Computer Engineering. Dr. Jones has mentored both undergraduate and graduate students, many of whom have gone on to exciting careers in organizations such as NASA, Garmin, and Microsoft. He helped to improve diversity and inclusivity within STEM fields. He serves as faculty advisors to the student organization Digital Women, and he is actively engaged in undergraduate multicultural organization events such as LEAD. He also is co-principal investigator on two large grants to completely revamp the department's curriculum, and improve diversity. One student wrote, "He's a passionate professor who is truly exceptional at his craft." Congratulations, Dr. Jones. The James Huntington Ellis Award for Excellence in Undergraduate Introductory Teaching is presented to two honorees this year: Carlton Basmajian, Associate Professor of Community and Regional Planning, and Emily Morgan, Associate Professor of Art and Visual Culture. They are being honored today for their teamwork to reform Design Studies 183, Design in Context. This is one of the core courses required of all design students in their first year. Their curricular instructional approach to transforming this course has kept it both current and relevant to developments in the design disciplines, while highlighting local and regional design histories. One nominator wrote, "Thanks to their course improvements, student engagement substantially increased through targeted discussion, critical thinking, and writing exercises that are vital to the growth of designers and citizens." Congratulations, Drs. Basmajian and Morgan. We have 4 recipients this year of the Iowa State University Award for Early Achievement in Teaching. And our first recipient is Mirka Deza, Associate Teaching Professor of Mechanical Engineering. Dr. Deza has advanced the thermofluids curriculum through innovative teaching, redesigning the fluid flow laboratory, and serving as a role model to women and Hispanic engineers. She also serves as the faculty advisor to the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers. She's described as an outstanding teaching professor who cares deeply about her students' experience in the classroom and devotes time to help them gain the necessary knowledge and skills to be successful engineers, all while stressing the importance of integrity and respect for others. Great work, and congratulations, Dr. Deza. Our second recipient is Raluca Iancu, Assistant Professor of Art and Visual Culture. Professor Iancu is unable to be with us here today. She's presenting at a conference, but I would like to share some of her wonderful accomplishments with you. Professor Iancu is credited with expanding the printmaking curriculum to include screen printing and letterpress printing. Indeed, she built a screen printing studio in collaboration with the graphic design department, and she created a letterpress lab over in the Student Innovation Center. A nominator wrote, "Professor Iancu teaches with enthusiasm and purpose through thoughtful, inventive, and inspiring studio experiences." Let's have a round of applause for Professor Iancu. Our third recipient is Ilker Karacha, Assistant Professor of Practice in Finance. His nominator wrote, "I am not nominating Professor Karacha for this award based on his teaching evaluations. I am nominating him because of his efforts to revitalize and markedly improve, with an exclamation point, a specialized set of finance courses. These popular courses were at risk of being canceled were it not for Professor Karacha's efforts, most notably in Finance 415, Business Financing. Not only did he build more structure into this course, but he works closely with Iowa State alumni to develop live case studies of business financing decisions. Great work, Dr. Karacha." Our fourth recipient is Ting Ting Liu, Associate Professor of Finance and the John and Connie Stafford Professor in Business. In just a few short years, Professor Liu has taught undergraduate students in introductory courses, developed new courses on financial modeling at the advanced undergraduate and graduate levels, assumed responsibility for an international study course, and worked with PhD students on their own research projects. Her nominator wrote, "Dr. Liu has distinguished herself as one of the most flexible, dynamic, and impactful instructors in the Ivy College of Business." Congratulations, Dr. Liu. Next is the Iowa State University Award for Early Achievement in Departmental Leadership. This award is presented to Radesh Rajan, Chair of Computer Science and the Kingland Professor of Data Analytics. After serving as interim chair for 1 year, Dr. Rajan was appointed permanent chair in the fall of 2020. He introduced the first MS in Artificial Intelligence in Iowa, as well as a new BA degree in computer science. He's promoted research excellence with new initiatives for faculty teaming, awards for graduate student publications, and he increased undergraduate enrollment. He's also led a successful reaccreditation process and the development of a new departmental strategic plan. One nominator wrote, "His outstanding performance has fostered a highly collegial and productive environment where students, faculty, and staff can perform to their fullest potential." That's high praise. Congratulations for Dr. Rajan. I now ask Sharon Perry Fancini, Vice President for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, to present the awards for inclusion and international service.
Okay, so we have 2 recipients for Iowa State Award for Inclusive Excellence. The first honoree is Kimberly Greeter, Professor of Human Development and Family Studies, and Extension Specialist in Human Sciences, Extension, and Outreach. Dr. Greeter is dedicated to changing the lives of Latino, Latina, Latinx, immigrant families in rural areas, and more broadly, promoting well-being among underserved people. She also mentors underrepresented students to help them succeed in their studies and pursue graduation education. A former student wrote, "She actively encouraged me to bring my cultural background and perspectives into my academic work. She always assured me that my ideas and perspectives were important and that I had the necessary skills to complete my program." Congratulations. Our second honoree is Mindy Hegan, Academic Advisor in Mechanical Engineering. Mindy is committed to impacting the Iowa State culture by supporting the continued growth and learning of the Iowa State community. Among her efforts, Mindy initiated a formal diversity, equity, and inclusion discussion group among peers and created a tool to assess if mechanical engineering students feel as though they belong in their academic department. I'd like to see that. A nominator wrote, "Because of her initiative and her passion for DE&I, Mindy is an asset to the university, to the students, and to Iowa State's strategic plan." Congratulations, Mindy. The International Service Award is presented to Curtis R. Youngs, Professor of Animal Science, Esminger? How do you pronounce that? Insminger, okay, new word, Endowed Chair of International Animal Agriculture. For more than 3 decades, Dr. Youngs, I want to say Dr. Younger, okay, Dr. Youngs has used education and technology transfer to empower researchers, students, and smallholder farmers to increase the efficiency of food production from livestock. His work has spanned over 4 continents, has included training of foreign scientists, boots on the ground, research in developing countries, and teaching at international universities. He's also Associate Director for the Center for Sustainability Rural Livelihoods. Through his work, he has contributed to reducing hunger, malnutrition, improving livelihoods of smallholder farmers, and reducing the environmental impact of animal agriculture. Congratulations. Okay, it is my honor to welcome Dr. Younger to the stage, Vice President for Student Affairs, to present the awards for academic advising.
Good afternoon. We have 2 recipients of the Iowa State University Award for Academic Advising Impact. Our first honoree is Ben Chamberlain, Student Services Specialist for Agricultural Education and Studies. Ben advises 175 undergraduates in agricultural studies and agricultural and life sciences education, and 65% of his time is devoted to advising. Ben has earned strong student evaluations, trained faculty and staff advisors, and helped improve student retention and graduation rates. A former advisee wrote, quote, "Ben has a passion for his students and will do anything to help them achieve their goals. I do not know if my adventure here at Iowa State would have been the same without Ben's mentorship." Congratulations, Ben. Our second honoree is Michael Wigton, Associate Teaching Professor in the Greenlee School of Journalism and Communications. A Greenlee graduate himself, Professor Wigton teaches advertising and public relation courses in addition to advising up to 65 undergraduate students each semester. In support of his nomination for this award, the parents of one of his students wrote Professor Wigton's powerful impact of their son. They explained that Professor Wigton called their home to get in touch with their son after getting no response from him through emails for 3 weeks. The parents immediately reached out to their son and discovered he was going through a mental health crisis and needed immediate help. Professor Wigton's care did not just end there. He went on to advocate for their son with other professors so that he could finish the semester and pass his classes. In short, these parents wrote, "It is truly a miracle that Professor Wigton came into our son's life. We have no doubt in our mind that he truly saved our son's life." Professor Wigton, thank you for your incredible dedication to our students, and congratulations. The Iowa State University Award for Early Achievement in Academic Advising goes to Alyssa Whitmore, Academic Advisor in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Passionate, dedicated, dependable, personable, engaging, and highly knowledgeable. This is how a current advisee described Dr. Whitmore. In just 3 years, Dr. Whitmore has brought a rare combination of compassionate student service and a keen eye towards improving institutional processes to benefit her advisees and the university as a whole. She is the primary or secondary advisor for 224 students and provides advising support to 454 students seeking minors. Students trust her to guide their academic progress, and faculty appreciate her partnership in helping our students succeed. Congratulations, Dr. Whitmore. I now ask Syria Malapragada, Associate Vice President for Research, to present the Research Awards.
A little shorter. Thank you, Dr. Younger. Good afternoon, everyone. We have two recipients of the Iowa State University Award for Outstanding Achievement in Research. Our first honoree is Jared Anderson, Alice Hudson Professor of Chemistry. Dr. Anderson is unrivaled in his field of separation science with more than 200 publications, 9 patents, more than 100 speaking engagements, and a pivotal role on a National Academy of Sciences panel that prepared a report on the future of separation science in 2019. In the past 5 years, he's responsible for generating $9.8 million in funding, of which $8.4 million is active. As one reviewer wrote, "At this point in his career, Jared is no longer a rising star, rather he has emerged as a superstar on a national and international level." Congratulations, Dr. Anderson. Our second honoree is Dr. Ratnesh Kumar, Palmer Professor in Electrical and Computer Engineering. Dr. Kumar is a world-class scholar who has established an internationally recognized program in Essence that's embedded software, sensors, networks, cyber-physical, and energy. His scholarship includes 207 conference articles, 12 book chapters, 1 book, and 10 patents. He's a fellow of both the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers and the American Association for the Advancement of Science. A colleague wrote, "There is no one in the control community with Dr. Ratnesh's range and depth of research in discrete, event, and hybrid systems, both theoretical and applied. It is obvious that he'll continue to provide strong intellectual leadership." Congratulations, Dr. Kumar. There are 3 recipients for the Iowa State University Award for Mid-Career Achievement in Research. Our first recipient is Megan Gilligan, Associate Professor of Human Development and Family Studies. Dr. Gilligan is a highly respected scholar both nationally and internationally in the field of gerontology. She has made groundbreaking contributions to the field by looking at mothers' relationships with each of their grown children, as well as the ties between the grown siblings themselves. Dr. Gilligan is a key investigator on this project and has been funded by the National Institutes of Health for over 15 years and is considered an extremely important data set in the field of family sociology and aging. Dr. Gilligan's recognitions include a prestigious K Award from the National Institute on Aging. Congratulations, Dr. Gilligan. Our second recipient is Kirill Kovny, Professor of Chemistry. Dr. Kovny's scientific record is absolutely exemplary, showing a strong emphasis on creative design and innovative synthetic strategies of new compounds to understand structure-property relationships for efficient energy applications. The scientific problems his group studies are expanding the chemistry of solids as well as offering important potential technological applications of new materials. A nominator wrote, Dr. Kovney's research is of high importance and offers significant impact to the research of others worldwide. Congratulations, Dr. Kovney. Our third recipient could not be here today, but I will talk about some of his accomplishments. Simon Laflamme, Professor of Civil Construction and Environmental Engineering, and Waldo Wegner Professor in Civil Engineering, conducts research in the area of smart systems and structures, and has notably contributed to the fields of structural health monitoring, structural control, and high-rate state estimation. His work has led to new technologies, including novel transducers and algorithms, empowering feedback systems, enabling field applications of smart systems and structures. A reviewer wrote, Professor Laflamme's research is timely, top-notch, and transformative. His contributions are unique, innovative, and of high impact to the field in the nation and worldwide. There are 3 recipients for the Iowa State University Award for Early Achievement in Research. Our first recipient is Walter Moss, Associate Professor of Biochemistry, Biophysics, and Molecular Biology. Dr. Moss is positioning himself as a leader in the field of RNA structure and function determination. A colleague wrote, "We need scientists like Dr. Moss to help advance a solution to the RNA folding problem at the genome-wide level. RNA folding will continue to be important for understanding many aspects of biology, as well as drug discovery efforts and vaccine development. I believe Dr. Moss is one of the bright young minds at the forefront of the field." Congratulations, Dr. Moss. Our second recipient is Peter Orth, Associate Professor of Physics and Astronomy. Dr. Orth has established a vigorous and internationally recognized broad research program in condensed matter theory directed towards revealing and explaining fundamentally new physical phenomena in quantum materials. He's also deeply involved in method development, where he focuses on discovering and applying new quantum computing algorithms for quantum material simulations. Dr. Orth is described as a rising star in the field of quantum materials research who has already achieved national and international recognition. Congratulations, Dr. Orth. Our third recipient is Christina Polikovsky, Assistant Professor of Civil Construction and Environmental Engineering. Dr. Polikovsky's research centers around tackling wicked problems that have direct societal impact, especially to vulnerable and historically underserved communities. Her research captures the effects of climate change, human migration, social justice and political dynamics, and influences the decision-making in engineering projects and integration of new knowledge in engineering education. A nominator wrote, "She has demonstrated that she's an exceptional and exceedingly successful researcher who is leaving long-lasting positive impacts on people well beyond the scientific community." Congratulations, Dr. Polikovsky. The Interdisciplinary Team Research Award is presented to Sea Change, the Consortium for Cultivating Human and Naturally Regenerative Enterprises. The team includes Adam Janke, Associate Professor of Natural Resource Ecology and Management, Mark Marwright, Associate Professor of Mechanical Engineering, Marshall McDaniel, Associate Professor of Agronomy, Jared Niemi, Associate Professor of Statistics, Lisa Schulte-Moore, Professor of Natural Resource Ecology and Management and Co-Director of the Bioeconomy Institute, and Dana Schweitzer, Deputy Director of the Bioeconomy Institute. The Sea Change team is developing new ways for farmers to produce renewable natural gas that could be used as an energy source, both on and off farms. They hope to demonstrate that land unprofitable for annual crops could instead grow native grasses and forbs from which renewable natural gas would be produced. This perennial biomass crop would prevent flooding and reduce nutrient runoff. The team's nominator wrote, "Sea Change embodies the defining characteristics of a team: collaborative, nurturing, caring, invested in one another, and committed to the collective good." Congratulations to the Sea Change team. The Professional and Scientific Research Award is presented to Ekena Lebedim, scientist with the Ames National Labs Critical Materials Institute. Dr. Lebedim assists in the oversight of a research portfolio of about $7 million, while also serving as the lead of the Magnetic Materials and Systems Modeling Project. He's also a researcher on the recovery of critical materials from dilute electronic waste streams project. He's developed a novel magnet recycling process that addresses most of the drawbacks of the hydrometallurgical process for recycling magnets. His nominator called him an exemplary leader, teacher, and scholar. Dr. Lebedim, congratulations. I now ask David Spalding, Interim Vice President for Economic Development and Business Engagement, to present the awards in intellectual property and economic development.
Thank you, Surya. The Iowa State University Award for Achievement in Intellectual Property goes to Robin Anand, Associate Professor and Carlisle Caldwell Endowed Chair in Chemistry. Dr. Anand's research is focused on the development of microfluidic technologies to address critical needs in cancer and kidney disease. The hallmark of her work is the use of fundamental principles from microfluidics, electrochemistry, separations, and cell tissue function to understand how to manipulate cells in physiologically meaningful environments. What is even more impressive is that she has the rare capability to move ideas for her innovative approach towards translation to the clinic via the design and development of patent-friendly devices. At the time of her nomination, she had 2 issued patents, 2 patent applications, and 1 pending patent. Congratulations, Dr. Anand. The Iowa State University Award for Achievement in Economic Development in Iowa is presented to Raymond Hansen, Interim Technology and Commercialization Coordinator for the Small Business Development Centers. Ray co-led the launch of the successful business accelerator, Rural Business Innovators, in May 2021. This is a customized accelerator that helps rural tech and innovation entrepreneurs develop their ideas and connect them to resources, partners, and mentors in the statewide entrepreneurial ecosystem. The inaugural launch included 11 innovators and has already received national recognition and outside funding. 5 participants have received capital investments into their companies. A nominator wrote, "The RBI has become an integral part of our rural outreach strategy. Congratulations, Ray. I now ask Heather Paris, Interim Senior Vice President for Operations and Finance, to present the Professional and Scientific Staff Awards.
Good afternoon, and thank you, Dean Spalding. The first recipient of the Professional and Scientific Excellence Award is Lisa Lund, Manager of Information Technology Support in the College of Veterinary Medicine. Lisa supports the college's teaching mission, including providing faculty development and classroom technology support. She has created or co-created faculty certificate programs, coordinated the college's teaching development seminar series, designed multiple online and hybrid courses, and led the training aspects for the rollout of multiple new technologies. Her nominator wrote, "On a day-to-day basis, Lisa manages dozens of individual faculty and staff requests, solving problems quickly, proficiently, and pleasantly." Congratulations, Lisa. Our second recipient is Jen Plagman-Galvin, Director of Operations in the College of Human Sciences. Dr. Plagman-Galvin has made significant contributions and provided service to the university in student affairs and now in academic affairs. Among her many accomplishments, she provides leadership for strategic facilities planning in the College of Human Sciences and was instrumental in major renovations to Lagomarsino Hall and the Forker Building, as well as other facility improvements. She is also taking the lead on coordinating with facilities planning and management and the design firm on the research and design process for the LeBaron McKay project. Her unwavering commitment to the collegiate student experience is further exemplified through her many volunteer roles within Pi Beta Phi Women's Fraternity. Congratulations, Dr. Plagman-Galvin. Our third recipient is Catherine Weiland, Director of Career Services in the Ivy College of Business. Kathy has impacted thousands of students in their professional and personal trajectories. She's built a highly regarded career services department through innovative programming, events, resources, and business development partnerships. Her hard work and dedication have led to many Ivy College of Business milestones in both employer development and student placement. A recent example, the college achieved a 93% placement rate for 2020 graduates, despite the challenges of the pandemic. Kathy is also a committed champion and contributor to diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives at Ivy and within the career services community. Congratulations, Kathy. The Carol Riggenberg Award is presented to Michael J. Holtzbauer, Meat Laboratory Manager in the Department of Animal Science. Mike provides critical support for the departmental extension, teaching, and research activities conducted in the meat laboratory. He is directly involved in the day-to-day operations of the lab and oversees scheduling for teaching, research, and extension activities. He is a vital part of planning undergraduate laboratories and extension programming, as well as hiring, training, and supervising student workers and assisting graduate students and faculty with research projects. His nominator said this about Mike: "I can say without a doubt that you will be hard-pressed to find an ISU employee with more dedication to the mission of this university." Congratulations, Mike. We have 3 recipients of the Professional and Scientific Outstanding New Professional Award. Our first honoree is Jordan W. Brooks, Director of Equity, Inclusion, and Multicultural Student Success in the College of Design. Jordan develops comprehensive programming called #InclusiveByDesign that includes pop-up events, staff and faculty workshops, town halls, and a podcast. He expanded the Design Closet, a donation-based program providing free design supplies and professional development funds for students. He's also worked to re-envision the APEX program, plan student art exhibits, and introduce new technology resources to better serve students. His nominator wrote, "Jordan is a natural leader, and his ability to develop relationships and foster collaboration is exceptional." Congratulations, Jordan. Our second honoree is Alicia Carroll, Alumni Relations Specialist in the Department of Civil, Construction, and Environmental Engineering. Since joining the department in February 2020, Alicia has established herself as an outstanding team member, demonstrating professionalism, exceptional organizational skills, and dependability in every aspect of her position. Over the past 2 years, she's helped coordinate 4 milestone events, including the sesquicentennial anniversary of the department. As noted by the department chair, because of Alicia's leadership, the anniversary celebration was a huge success and has set us on a path for success with our alumni and our fundraising activities. Congratulations, Alicia. Our third honoree is Maya Hazlett, Extension Youth Education Specialist in the newly merged Department of Plant Pathology, Entomology, and Microbiology. Unfortunately, Maya couldn't be here today, but I will share some of her accomplishments. Maya leads 4-H programming at national and state levels on important topics, including native bees, monarchs, and water. She coordinates state-level youth programming, such as Agricultural Innovation Challenge and a crop scouting competition. She has mentored multiple AmeriCorps volunteers and student employees, and she continuously serves her home department and scientific society. Her nominator wrote, "Maya invests in others and is an outstanding new staff member at ISU." A round of applause for Maya. I now ask John Lawrence, Vice President for Extension and Outreach, to present the awards in this area.
Thank you, Heather, and good afternoon, everyone. I'm also proud of all the other extension awardees that were just mentioned, so I'll clean up here with some of the others. So, first up, the Iowa State University Award for Distinguished Service in Extension is presented to Jill Weber, Human Sciences Specialist in Food and Health. Since 1984, Jill has served 23 different counties in different groupings under several job titles, including 4-H specialist, home economist, FNEP supervisor, field specialist, and human sciences specialist, food and health. With each new assignment, Jill works to meet the needs of the assigned counties. She engages people, listens to their needs, and implements educational opportunities that match those needs. Congratulations, Jill. We have two honorees for the Iowa State University Award for Outstanding Achievement in Extension or Professional Practice. Our first recipient is Denise Schwab, Extension Agricultural Education Specialist for the Iowa Beef Center. Denise is an important leader of a dynamic beef extension team. She is credited with helping improve cattle stockmanship, integrate cover crops into cattle systems, and improve record keeping. Her programs have empowered farm women through Boots in the Barn programming and young producers by developing peer groups. She organizes the Driftless Region Beef Conference each year. It's a major event held in Dubuque. Overall, she's presented to nearly 13,000 attendees in various meetings. Congratulations, Denise. The second recipient is Chris J. Seeger, Professor of Landscape Architecture and Community Economic Development Extension and Outreach. Chris demonstrates excellence in extension leadership for various projects and for his national recognition as a leading scholar in data science. In Iowa, Chris has led successful extension programs such as the iWalk program and the Indicators Portal, leading to the development of data for decision makers. These programs provide Iowa communities and Iowa leaders with access to relevant community data. At the national level, Chris is a co-principal investigator on two multi-university grants funding the Data Science for the Public Good Young Scholarship Program. This program recognizes that interdisciplinary research and innovation. Congratulations, Chris. The Iowa State University Award for Early Achievement in Extension and Professional Practice is presented to Amy Powell, Extension Youth Education Specialist in the Department of Animal Science. Amy has developed over 60 lesson plans, day camp curriculum, exhibits and educational materials in support of youth in the STEM fields. She's developed and implemented 5 new STEM events and reached 300 youth annually. These include the Beef Bash and Skillathons in swine, sheep, and goats. She's developed a Livestock Quiz Bowl and Livestock Youth Coaching Clinic. Her leadership of the online comprehensive educational youth curriculum, Animal U, was supported by nearly $700,000 of outside funding. Annually, she has been a writer for Youth in the Quality Care of Animals National Curriculum. Congratulations, Amy. Our final award this afternoon is the Iowa State University R.K. Bliss Extension Award. This award is presented to Larry Tranel, Dairy Field Specialist for Extension and Outreach. Unfortunately, Larry is not able to be with us here today, but let me share some of his accomplishments. Dr. Tranel is a master extension programmer and teacher. He prides himself on both profits and quality of life in his small farmer program. Among his achievements, he has helped increase the profits for dairymen by over $1 million annually due to noted programming and teaching. His rural resiliency webinars touched over 250 people, where 100% of the respondents indicated that they were more comfortable approaching difficult relationship issues, and 100% felt more inclined to overcome an issue in life causing a crisis. He has also founded a highly successful Iowa Farm Couples Getaway to enrich farm family relationships and goal setting. So let's have a round of applause for Dr. Trownell. And now I'll turn the podium back to President Wintersteen.
Wasn't that just an exceptional set of awardees? What wonderful stories of accomplishments and impact. Before we conclude the ceremony, I want to draw your attention to pages 14 through 24 of the awards program. These pages contain the names of faculty members who have earned highly prestigious and competitive external awards over the past year. Iowa State faculty are the recipients of 36 awards. Let's give them all a round of applause. And now I ask that all of our award honorees please stand one more time. Would you please do that? And let's all thank them again for everything they've done for Iowa State University. These faculty and staff play an essential role in the excellence of Iowa State University now and into the future. So thank you all very much. One more round of applause. You can be seated. So I want to thank everyone for coming today to celebrate with us these extraordinary individuals and their many accomplishments. So I now invite you to join us for the reception in the South Ballroom so we can continue celebrating these wonderful individuals. You can exit right through these doors over here. So please join us for reception. Thank you all.